Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian. Do me a favor at the end of this episode and stick around for a couple extra minutes for a word from our sponsors. No, we don't have everybody's commercials done yet, so you're not going to be sticking around for like 8 or 10 minutes, but there are a couple of commercials there that we'd like for you guys to hear, and go check our sponsors out and give them some support. Let them know the Hometown Hot Rodders sent you, and for those that we do not have recorded yet, we would like to thank Amplified Live Texas, Common Treads Magazine, Twisted Wrench Garage, Palmetto Print and Design, and the Magic Needle Piercing Studio. Thank you guys very much, and we will have your commercials out just as soon as we can. Again, take a listen. Let everybody know that the Hometown Hot Rodder podcast sent you, and we truly hope you enjoy this next episode, biatches. We don't care if you're here because you want to be or because you lost a bet with one of your buddies. We're just glad you're here. You're listening to the Hometown Hot Rodder podcast with your hosts, Brian and Jimmy.
What?
What up, biatches?
What up, motherfuckers?
Welcome to Hometown Hot Rodder Podcast episode,
Sure.
I think it's like 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're at episode 19. And if it's not 19, well, then we're at 19 now.
Yeah. Or 20, whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. But, dude, I have to say this. So
You always have to say something.
Shut the fuck up. So Saturday's episode, the Snuffers one,
Yeah?
dude, everybody loves it.
Do they?
It came out great. And
I thought it was rad.
it was 2 hours and 8 minutes long.
Wow.
With the commercials.
Yeah, wow.
So
I like that we're good enough friends that you know I didn't listen to any of them.
you motherfucker. Dude, I'm telling you, man, it helps to listen to them because you find out how bad we suck.
I know how bad we suck. I don't have to reassure my ass.
But we can try to suck a little less.
Whatever. You don't suck a little less, especially at Love's Truck Stop.
Well, if I suck a little less, then I get paid a little less.
Man, maybe.
It just doesn't work out that way.
Nah.
Yeah. But no, so everything was cool. I think everybody liked that platform of bringing different
I
guys
thought it was
in.
good.
I did too. And we got on like 3 or 4 interviews in.
Yeah.
And I know some of them ran long because they're people that I've known.
Whatever.
I've known those dudes my whole life.
Yeah.
So it was just bullshit sessions that
And it went great with the younger kids.
the younger kids, that was kick ass. And
Yeah.
Matt and Tanner, we're not calling y'all like little kids or anything. Y'all are just way younger than us.
Yeah.
Like I told
Especially Brian.
Shut the fuck up. Like I told y'all, I have a daughter that's just a little bit older than y'all.
Yeah.
So
And his granddaughter's just hair younger than you.
but seeing what the next generation is doing with hot rods is fucking cool.
Yes.
And thank God it's keeping it alive. And I'm never gonna dog the next generation of guys for what they build.
No.
But I have to admit, it was cool to talk to 2 young guys that are building hot rods.
Yeah, but they had an old school hot rod, soul.
I'd say they had old souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had old souls.
Yeah, because that wasn't a hey, mom and dad bought me a Challenger and I threw a Decepticon.
Yeah, no,
sticker on
fucking
it.
Matt's in his apartment garage throwing
Yeah.
rods at this thing until it's fucking welded up. Like,
Yeah.
so fucking rad.
Yeah.
So I thought it went really good, man. We had
It did.
a real variety of, of different hot rodders.
Yeah.
There were dudes from 24 to 74,
Yeah, no shit.
and no offense, Danny.
No.
I think Danny's like barely.
Whatever.
Danny's like barely older than me. But well, dude, I've been bragging about this episode
Yes, you have.
for a couple days.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking stoked about it.
And me too.
So we're not going to hold these guys up very
No.
much longer at all because they're very busy and they've got a lot of shit to plan.
Yeah.
So I'm going to introduce you guys. This is Zach and Dave, or Dan. Shit, I already forgot. D, I already forgot, dude. So you'll have to correct me when I bring you back on.
Yeah.
So anyway, these guys are starting something called Chopaholics.
Yes.
And on January 29th at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time,
Okay.
they're in Virginia.
Damn
They are going to start, they're going to start and finish a chop on a car.
Damn it.
And
One day.
they're going to live stream it.
One day.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is they're trying to bring back live showmanship.
No, I dig it.
So, a lot of where some of these guys like Voodoo is going to be chopping a car at the Grand National Roadster Show.
Right.
Right. So these guys are bringing this back and they've got like several cars. So this is the first in a series.
Okay.
And
What kind of car is it?
it's Ford. Yeah. Coupe.
Yeah,
Can't remember what year. Otherwise,
no.
you're leading me, trying to get me to tell you. You're making me look fucking stupid.
Yeah,
But
let's talk
it's
to
all
these
right.
guys.
So we're gonna, so that I can quit looking stupid. We're gonna bring Zach and Dan on. What's up, fellas?
What up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. No, dude. So I have to tell everybody now that y'all are on. Usually, I'm the one that's reaching out and trying to grasp and find somebody to talk to, so it's not just me and Jimmy boring the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
And I got a message from Zach, I don't know, a couple days ago, asking if we'd be interested in this, and I'm like, fucking right, we would.
Right?
Hell yeah, we want to be a part of this. And there's a lot behind this that I'm not, I'll be honest, we've been through messages back and forth.
Okay.
But I'm pretty ADD, and so I don't remember exactly how this is going to work.
Did you say
But-
squirrel?
Shut up. But this is y'all's deal, so we're going to let you guys kind of introduce yourselves, introduce your shop, talk about whatever you want to talk about, and then good God, who knows where it's going to go for an hour.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm Zach Parks with Wired Customs. My shop's in Waverly, Virginia, and I pretty much do 1959 and older. I don't do too many stuff newer than that. It's not really my thing, but I've definitely done my fair share of Mustangs and Chargers and stuff like that. But what Dan and I, then Kent from Kent's Customs have coming up is a 34 Ford 5-window, and we're going to chop it. We're probably going to do 3 inches in the front, maybe 2.5 inches in the back, kind of a hot rod style chop. And we're going to live stream it for Speed and Culture magazine. It's going to be, if you want to watch it, it's going to be on Rod Style TV.
So fucking
I'm
cool.
pretty excited about it. Oh,
So-
yeah.
so
it's going to
badass.
be pretty cool.
And by the way, I'm not stupid
And-
now. It's a 34. Now I can answer that question.
Ask him now. Ask him now.
No, I'm still pretty fucking stupid.
That's for sure.
Nah, it's all good. Some of the body styles get a little confusing around in the 30s, but it's for a customer, and that car is going to be racing at Trog this year too. So it'd be cool for you can watch us chop it on the live stream. Then everybody can come out to Trog and actually see it in person. So you can
Hell
tell
yeah.
we're doing good work. We're not going to be hiding anything.
Right. So even though you guys are planning on now, are y'all planning on starting and finishing this thing in one day?
Oh yeah, we'll probably get it done in 3 hours. So if you wanted to watch it, it's not an all-day thing. It should be faster than a football game.
Oh my God. And what's cool to me is that it's going to Trog. Like, that's just badass. So
Oh yeah,
so is it gonna be in the class like where everything is basically it's gotta be period correct, only could come from like is it in like the stock kind of class?
yeah. It's got to be 1954 and older style parts. They can be reproduction of old parts. So that's what class it'll be in. And yeah, it's getting like 39 brakes. I'm putting pedals out of a 51 pickup in it, and so it's going to be very traditional rod. It's got a flathead in it already.
I'm throwing this on my bucket list for one of these days. I would love to see this race. I would just the experience for the it's a weekend, right?
Yeah, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you very familiar with Trog, Jimmy? The Race of Gentlemen. It's in
Oh, yeah.
in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it New Jersey?
Yeah, Willwood,
Yeah,
New Jersey,
Wildwood.
southern part.
Yeah, Wildwood. That's it. Yeah, on the beach.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I want to go just for the experience of going.
Right.
So
Yeah, you guys got to go. It's a whole different type of thing going on.
Yeah, and
like-
everybody dresses up like period correct, and there's flag girls, and
Yeah.
the club that puts it on does a great job.
Let's build one.
Yeah, they race
Okay.
motorcycles too. I love the early motorcycles.
dude,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some of them.
Just-
I've seen some of the motorcycles, man, and I don't even know how those guys find those fucking parts.
No shit.
No, I can't
Oh,
find
man.
a knucklehead or a panhead or a flathead Harley for nothing.
No.
Unless you got $30,000. But these guys, look,
Yeah.
I got 5 in my basement. And
Yeah,
they drag
yeah.
'em
These dudes are like, how many truckloads do you need?
out. Yeah.
Like it's
You can't
unbelievable,
find a project one. They're all restored. That's
Un-
what I
Yeah.
can't find. I want.
unreal, man. So, what is what's the reasoning behind doing the chop the way you guys are going to do it and doing it on live stream? I mean that kind of was what really got my interest peaked. Want to let everybody know why we're doing this?
Well, before the pandemic, I did some chops for the Summit Racing booth, and we do it in front of a live audience at a big indoor car show. And people always like it. You know, they want to come by a couple times a weekend and see where you're at and just chit chat and just see the progress, you know. And I'm really big on teaching people how to do stuff. That's kind of my thing. I like to teach. And so a lot of people are afraid of chopping cars. You know, they're afraid of doing certain things just because they don't know how it works. And chopping a top actually isn't as complicated as most people think. And I feel like if I showed you the whole process in a time frame that you could collect your thoughts, you know, you'd understand that it's not as difficult as it looks.
That would be so cool, man. And I have to admit, I'm one of the guys that's a little afraid of it.
Well, and you know, if you got to see it in person and watch it, and instead of just like a dim lit video, you got a shop full of experienced guys explaining while they're doing it. You know, we're cutting it here to accomplish this, and you know, the goal is we hope that some people watch this and go home and cut their car.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, and it's metal, which is so much better than wood, because if you mess it up, you can put it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not a bad thing. That's why I can't fucks with houses. That's why my studio is not completely finished yet.
Oh yeah, everything I've built out of wood has collapsed, but
Yeah.
none of the cars have, so I'm doing good.
Yeah, dude. I started hanging signs and shit in the office for the studio, and I fucked that up. So
Yeah.
so now I can just tell everybody, yeah, this shit's crooked on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that.
Yeah, I meant to do that. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really cool. You know, you guys. I don't know how far you guys have listened into this show, but at the end of February, we're going up to Chicago to spend a weekend with Voodoo Larry.
Cool.
And
that'd be awesome.
and like we're just going to hang out. We're going to his shop. We're gonna kick it around for a weekend and then throw on the microphones before we get drunk. Before we get real drunk.
As long as you guys dress up like the Blues Brothers and reenact some scenes while you're there, that'd be great.
Fucking right. Yeah, with a big old Portillo sandwich hanging out of my mouth. But like him doing those chop classes that he does, it kind of, when you guys were telling me what you're doing with this series, it kind of goes along that same thing, and it's so cool to see guys like you and him that know what the fuck you're doing, honestly, putting this out there for other people to learn and see. It's fucking shows you that the hot ride world is all about trying to stay alive.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to spread it. You got to spread the disease, you know.
Yeah, and that's
Jimmy.
and-
That's Jimmy's job, by the way. Spreading disease.
No. You're the one who has many kids. You spread enough of disease.
Pissing babies, baby.
Whatever.
So yeah, no. So what's the end result here? Like, because you're not stopping with this first car. So what do you guys want out of this long term?
Well, the show must go on, you know. Every car is a little bit different when you chop it. We're going to chop this 34. The way that we chop it, the way we cut it, is going to be completely different than the way that we're going to chop the 53 Ford Coupe, because the body styles, you know, you got to match the chop. The chop has to flow with the body. You can't just bring it down any type of way. The 34, the style chop that you do is you bring the front down further. When you get to the 50s cars, you want to bring the back down further, just because how the stylistic, how the lines just flow together.
Right.
So we just want to show the differences. Then we're going to chop a convertible later. So I mean, we just want to show you all the different styles that you could do.
So hold on, chop a convertible. So that's not just chopping. That's not just chopping the windshield posts.
No, you're all into the mechanism then.
Yeah, you're chopping all the bows and all the braces and all the mechanisms to make this thing still function. You're right.
Exactly. It still has to go up and down, and it has to look good going down the road.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm really stoked for y'all, man. This is too cool.
That's rad.
Oh yeah. It's going to be fun for us, and hopefully people learn and they can, you know, we don't lose the art of chopping because there's so few guys that do it now, you know.
Yeah.
Right. I saw where you guys were just hanging out with Gene Winfield.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah,
there's
I
always
can
something to
imagine.
learn from him.
Yeah, no big deal. Just hanging out with Gene Winfield.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
no, he's super nice guy. And how often do you get to hang out with, or even meet, or work side by side with one of the last OG hot rodders, that really made it what it is today?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah.
how many of the dudes nowadays that know what they're doing picked up their cues from Gene Winfield?
Oh yeah, and not
All of
even
them,
with
probably.
hot rods. He did all those movie cars that, growing up, you didn't think much about it until you got older. And you're like, somebody had to build these,
Right, exactly.
and
Yeah.
come to find out it's Gene Winfield. And
Right.
it's-
On a very short time frame.
Well, man, it looked like he had a good time. Like when I was going through y'all's Instagram, man, every picture was smiles, dude. So that's cool.
Man, I hope I am firing on all cylinders like how he is when I'm his age. Holy cow, man. He was sharp, cracking jokes and talking shit the whole time.
Nice.
Dude, I'm 44, and I hope I've got my wits about me in 10 years. Like, about the time that this podcast actually starts to do something, I'm going to be too fucking decrepit to even enjoy it.
It's okay. We'll come in here in our hover rounds.
Hell yeah. They'll have to get a bigger desk.
Yeah, no kidding.
You guys end up playing bumper cars instead of doing a podcast.
No, we're gonna be
Oh
sitting
my
on each
God.
other's laps.
We need to buy some of those now
Wireless,
and do bumper cars.
dude.
That'd be fucking cool.
Can we convert it to 24 volts so they're faster and do wheelies? Nah, screw that. 30,
no,
36
you
will
can
work.
run those things on Milwaukee batteries.
That's
I
what
see
I'm
people
talking
do it on
about.
their Power Wheels all the time.
Yeah, I got Milwaukee M18. So yeah,
Yep.
That-
Same here.
That would be pretty fucking cool.
1,800 foot-pounds of torque.
Man, my buddy did that on his kid's Power Wheels, and he burnt the tires down, the plastic wheels down so good they split and fell off of it.
Nice.
Dude,
yeah.
that's insane. So
Yeah.
while Zach was trying to figure out his audio issue a while ago, we were talking with Dan. So you guys are just a couple hours away from each other, but in two separate states.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Garner, which is right outside the capital of Raleigh. We're about 2 hours away from each other, and we actually met each other at one of those Gene Winfield classes last year.
Okay.
So me and Zach are only a year into our relationship, and it's going pretty well.
2
Hey,
years,
hey,
man,
dude,
that's it.
if the
Has it
honey,
been 2 years?
It's been 2 years.
Sorry, I did a lot of drugs when I was in high school.
I just want to know when the wedding is.
well, so here's the deal. Me and Jimmy are like, I don't know, 10 or 12 years into our friendship relationship, and we're like 52 days into our podcast relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which one we'll get divorced from first, but
Yeah, whatever.
we'll see.
Whatever. It's easy to do.
You know what? And the reason I brought up you guys being in two separate states and only 2 hours away from each other, like a couple of weeks ago, we went down to San Antonio to hang out with Lane and Sam, who I think you guys are going to be on with later on, right?
Yep.
With
Yeah,
the custom
yeah.
couple. So they're extremely good friends of ours, and they have helped us out a ton on how to get this thing up and going, right? And that's just in Texas, and it's a 6.5 hour drive.
I
Yeah,
know.
no.
I
Now,
know. I
I'll
used to
give
live
North-
in Texas.
North Carolina's long, but you can get across it still. I think you can drive the whole state in 6 hours.
Yeah, it's 11 hours to El Paso from Dallas. It's 11 hours to Padre from Dallas.
Yeah, you just don't Texas guys just don't understand. Like, what do you mean you live? Hold on, you're 2 hours away, but you're in different states. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't have to
Oh, yeah.
drive halfway to fucking LA in order to get
Yeah.
to El Paso.
I mean, like we're
Oh yeah.
only an hour from Oklahoma, but does that really fucking count?
I mean, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't count,
It
does it?
doesn't. Well, you know just as well as I do, Oklahoma sucks.
Yeah, that's why it's so windy in Texas.
Yeah.
because Oklahoma sucks.
Yep. That's why all our trees lean to the north.
Oh hell.
The only good thing to come out of Oklahoma is I-35.
Oh,
Damn.
I hope.
Yeah,
Chief and Sean don't listen
I'm
to
just
this.
kidding. Justin, Sean, y'all know I love y'all. My bad. That was a joke.
Like your birth.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. It's cool too. Like, I know. I was telling Dan while you were gone, Zach, that I know a bunch of dudes in the mini truck and the sport truck world up there in y'all's area.
Oh, okay.
Like a ton. But I don't know very many hot rodders at all. So it was another bonus for us getting to meet you guys and hang out and talk because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
and I don't know how it is in Zach's area, but in my area, over these years, I meet all these hot rodders, but like I'm like, where the hell have you guys been? I don't see their cars out, and I don't run into them at places, and like they come out of the woodworks, and you go to their house, and they've got like 20 badass hot rods, and they know 20 more guys, and it's this
Yeah.
really weird network. If you just drove around Raleigh during the day, you probably see maybe one classic, or it's considered a classic vehicle.
Right.
But then you go to like a cool show and there's thousands. Or, even down to South Carolina, they got really cool shows down there, like Rats at the Beaver, and like there's 1,000 badass rat rods, and it's really strange. It's like they're little hidden gems, and you gotta like the speakeasy. You gotta know the password to get around here. and find it.
Yeah. And like another guy down in South Carolina that I'd love to introduce you to is you guys to is Kent Williams.
Lame.
He says everything we do is lame, so we have to throw that in when we say his name. But he owns Common Treads magazine, and
Okay.
and then he also owns a company called Palmetto Print and Design. So he does a lot of like he's responsible for all of our branding and everything. And
Oh, nice.
What was it previous? Because that's what.
it used to be Carbon Canvas.
That's right.
Yeah, it was Carbon Canvas. He changed it to Palmetto because South Carolina is the Palmetto state.
Everything's palmetto down there.
yeah.
The moonshine, the bugs, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So he
You have to
puts
link us
on
up.
he puts on yeah, dude. You guys need to meet him. He's a badass dude, and his photographers and stuff for the magazine, they'll travel all over the place. So I may try to put y'all in touch like ASAP, and you never know. He may have somebody around Virginia that can come take some photos for him for the magazine.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've ever checked out Common Treads, but Common Treads is a really it goes right along with what Hometown Hot Rodder is. It's dude, if it's cool, we fucking like it. like I don't it I'm not an import fan, but and my preferences in the hot rod side is I love cars, 50s cars. My daily driver is a 55 Crown Vic.
Nice.
But I drive that thing all over the damn country, dude, everywhere. It's been to South Carolina. It's been everywhere. But
It's been cussed out at every city and state.
it got cut.
You still got the Y block in that?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a
Hell yeah.
it's a 292. It's 40 over with an Isky 505 cam. It's got headers and stuff. It's not fast, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, no, that's the cool thing about like flatheads,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still three on the
Oh,
tree.
yeah.
Yeah, like the flathead we're chopping, a flathead when you hear it. It's
Yes.
just like hearing a 5.9 Cummins with a straight pipe pull up. You know that sound.
Yes.
Nothing else sounds like it. Nothing else looks like it.
Like
That's why I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like a Fox body with Flowmasters.
Yeah. There's 8,000 of those
Yeah,
here. But
yeah. You can 12 blocks away. You can be like, I wonder who that is in that Mustang. but-
it's my ex-wife.
Right. But yeah, and mine's still a 3 on the tree with overdrive, dude, and we drive it everywhere.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And like we went down to Battle Rod just a month or so ago down in Gonzales, Texas, and shit, 20 miles a gallon,
Yeah.
85 miles an hour. I mean,
Yeah, it was good.
we're going
Yeah,
to
sounds like a good drive.
it was about 7 hours. We're going down to New Braunfels, Texas for River Rod coming up. So like, and then here's what I got to know. So are any of these cars that you guys are working on, what are the chances of y'all driving one of these bitches to Ventura?
Oh,
I don't know. How long is that drive?
It's
The other
California.
side.
Yeah, it's California.
oh,
Holy
Lord.
cow.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's like a week-long trip for us. Mostly because I'm too old and my back will give
Yeah,
out.
well, yeah, it's 2 days from here.
Yeah.
It's 24 hours.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's 2 long ass days.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. My buddy went from here to Oklahoma. It took him like 22 hours hauling ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have heard, we're doing a giveaway to send. We're gonna pay for a trip for 2 to Ventura Nationals.
Nice.
Labor Day.
Oh, nice.
Labor
Well, here's
Day.
your 2 right here.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and and the coolest thing is, and it's working. It's not doing well, no, it's doing pretty well. There's like 1,300 people entered.
Oh, damn.
But
That's good.
All they have to do is download the episodes of the Hometown High Rodder and of the Custom Couple, and then send us screenshots. And for every episode they download, they get an entry. So like,
Cool.
there's already
cool.
there's already people with like 200 entries.
Man.
Oh, damn.
It's gonna be fucking rad. And,
it is.
And the thing to it is no matter who wins it, the hope is that anybody that's going, because we've got, I don't know, 50 or 60 people from DFW, well, and in Central Texas that are planning to go with us. And anybody that's got something that's at least running well enough to have minimal breakage, that's, manageable, right? Because they're all going to break.
Yeah.
I mean, I drive mine every day, and it's going to fucking break driving it to California.
Oh yeah.
So, but we want everybody that's possible that can to, drive out there, because it's going to be fucking epic. And I can't go into any details yet because I've just started thinking about it and haven't really talked to Jimmy much about it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, well, there's another part to the Ventura giveaway that I think is going to be badass. So it's definitely one for y'all to keep listening to. And if y'all got any damn hot rods that you think could make it, it would be fucking cool.
I think what we need is, me and Zach both have roadsters, and I think we need someone to sponsor a video and video me and him driving them cross country.
Fucking do it, dude.
Wow.
Mine is going to blow up, so it'll be some good footage.
Hell yeah.
Because look, a 260 Ford V8 that's never been rebuilt, I'm not going to make it across country.
Hey man, a couple quarts of oil,
Yeah, with the 2-speed auto in it, nonetheless.
Okay, a couple cases of oil, and 55 miles an hour, you could get there in like 6 days.
In a chaser vehicle?
Yeah.
No chaser vehicle, no tools. We're gonna get a one bag with like a hammer, duct tape, zip ties, and like an 1157
roadkill all the way there.
Without going into detail, I'll give you guys one little piece of advice for this road trip that you're going to make to Ventura. Now that we brought it up, throw an electric fuel pump in the tool bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to run an extra wire. I'm still running mechanical. I'll bring another one.
yeah, well,
My flathead has like 4 wires total running it right now.
yeah.
Same with my car.
So that was the only problem we had on the way back from Battle Rod was we lost a fuel pump.
Yeah.
In San Marcos, Texas. Well,
Yeah, see, but every electric pump I've ever installed dies eventually.
right, and nobody, no part store around stocked one for a Y block.
Well, no.
And I'm like, man, what the fuck? We're gonna be here for an extra day.
And I had to be to work.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys know Johnny Plummer, Johnny Chop Customs. I don't know if you guys know of him, but
Yeah, heard the name.
yeah, down in Austin, Texas, we had to post up on Instagram, and he was like, "Hey, dude, I'm 15 minutes away. I'm gonna go pull the pump off my 57, and I'll be there in a minute."
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
Boom.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, no, I had that happen with my 46 Ford. I had a 272 Y block in it, and the water pump pulley split and came off in the middle of the highway.
Oh shit.
But me being the hoarder I am, I had 3 more engines in my garage. Called my buddy, and he went and took one off and brought it to me.
Boom.
But yeah, I love Y blocks
Nice.
and flatheads, but that's one of their downsides is sometimes the availability. You got to have a network. of
Yeah, dude. When
people.
shit
yeah.
breaks, you better know somebody. Because like,
Yeah.
I took every single thing I could think of, right? Because I'm expecting, if anything, I'm expecting a rocker nut to break, or you know what I mean, like, or a rocker stand to break, or something like that. And I mean, I took 2 sets of spark plugs, gas. I took everything except for a fuel pump.
Yeah.
Of course.
You get one of those boat siphon style ones and just keep it in the seat and hand pump it.
Yeah, my dad did that in a '64 Fairlane one time. He bought
Yeah.
it. He bought it in downtown Dallas, and we lived about 45 miles south of Dallas. And he had a boat gas tank sitting in his lap with a hose going out under the hood.
Yeah, you told me that shit.
And he'd fill the bowls up, drive it, and as soon as it started running out, he'd start pumping that fucking thing again, dude. And drove it. He drove it all the
Damn
way
it.
home like that, man. It was a trip.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
Whatever
So-
it
At least he
takes.
knew it was going to be empty.
So how about this, man? What about, and I don't care who goes first, man. Give me some background on how you were dumb enough to get into hot rods, because we all have a dumb story about getting into these stupid things.
Go for it, Dan.
I'm going first. Okay.
Put you on the spot, man.
All right. I'll try to make this as simple as possible. So when I was a kid, you know, your dad, cool dads, they want you to get into like plastic models and stuff. And my dad got me into those, and then he started taking me to car shows. And, you know, he never had a cool hot rod because he was a dad. So, you know, 4 kids, he was broke. So we never got one, and then got time to get my first car. And, you know, he's like, you're buying it on your own. You know, I hope you get something cool, by the way. So I bought a 64 F100 with a Y block in it, 3-speed on the column, farm truck, blew it up doing burnouts in front of my house,
Nice.
spattered it.
Fucking
And
right.
I was like 15. My buddy taught me how to sidestep the clutch, and he's like, just hold the gas pedal to the floor and let off the clutch.
Never, ever, ever listen to your 16-year-old buddies.
No, not at all.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was awesome. So then, like, I was, you know, interested in old cars, but once I had one in my hands, I was completely hooked. It was like crack. You got that first hit and you can't stop. I've never done crack, but I've been told that's the way it goes. So that's it. Just, I couldn't give it up. Like, no matter what, I wanted more of them. I wanted to do different things to them. I wanted them faster and louder and lower and, you know, just meaner looking. And it's never stopped. And then, you know, now it's evolved into a business with my own shop, and it's great. You know, I'm actually happy. I love what I do. And, you know, getting people interested in cars and, you know, working with Zach to further, you know, the hot rod world out to other people. And it's the greatest addiction that you could ever have, and by far the most expensive. But I have a very supportive significant other who's okay with it.
That's good.
That's always important.
Very important. Yeah, mine was kind of like a drug, you know, like I was
I'm very fortunate that my family's a hot rodding family.
nice.
So my grandpa did it, my dad did it, and his 2 brothers did it. They all built hot rods, restored, drag raced, all that kind of stuff. So when I was young, I remember my dad, he built with my 2 uncles from my grandpa, they built a Cobra Roadster, you know, those old 427s, Shelby Cobra Roadsters.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember my dad, he used to show off all the time, and he would shift it. He would just do a burnout and chirp tires all the way through the 3rd gear. It was awesome. And then as I got older, I watched my dad chop the top on a 47 Ford Coupe. Then we had a father-son project with 67 Fairlane. And I've just been hooked ever since birth, man. There's no way I could get out of it. When my family has a family reunion, it looks like a car show. People start stopping, thinking there's a car show going on, but it's just all of us hanging out.
Fucking right, because when my family has a reunion, it looks like an episode of Springer.
Yeah. and look, I want to meet Zach's dad because he sounds that cool. And not only that, Zach's dad has figured out cloning and made an exact replica of himself with Zach. It's really uncanny. And
Yeah, I'm Boba Fett. He's Django.
yeah, we know you're gonna still be handsome when you're older, so that worked out pretty well.
So talk to me about Wired Customs, and then also, Dan, are you part of Wired Customs, or?
No, I have my own separate shop called Greasy Boy Customs, but I do these things with Zach. He brought me into this Chopaholic situation, and I'm super honored.
This is
excited.
This is what I want to hear is, so Zach, tell us a little bit about Wired Customs, because you know the end goal for any podcast and then any project like what y'all are stepping into is to get more business too. So tell us about the shop, dude, and how it became a good idea.
Well, I've been lucky enough to work for a couple hot rod shops, a couple big time hot rod shops, and I only worked for 2, and one was big money projects, high class. Like, we would build the car, then we would tour America competing with the car that we built. Then the other hot rod shop that I worked for, we just did like people's weekend drivers. Hey, I just want air conditioning this summer, you know, small projects. And I got to see both worlds of the big time and also working on people's like daily drivers, like hot rods. And I just been so obsessed with hot rodding my whole life that I couldn't find a way to not own my own shop, I guess is how I'd put it. And I tried to do other professions and try to do things that made more sense. And I could not do it. So I finally just caved into my addiction and started my own shop probably 2 years ago. I mean, I've been doing professionally hot rodding for a lot longer than that, but my personal shop's only 2 years old. It's in a, I don't know, probably a 75 by 35 is the size of my total shop. It's kind of a old pole barn built into a garage, but it's working out really, really awesome so far.
Good for you,
And,
man.
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'm addicted. I can't stay out of it.
That's cool, man. And so, how many shops are going to be involved in this Chopaholics thing?
So it's 3 shops: Wired Customs, Greasy Boy Customs. Then we're actually doing the chop at Kent's Customs. He's in Gasburg, Virginia. He is really, really good at chops. I've seen his end product, his cars, quite a few times at shows. And when Gene comes in, Gene's always at Kent's shop. They're like really good, close friends. And that's kind of Dan and I's connection with Gene is through Kent. I've worked with Gene a couple times before I met Kent, but I've gotten a lot closer to Gene thanks to Kent. And he's very methodical and really, really good at chopping cars. And he kind of has more space in his facility. His is more open. So that's why we want to do a live at his facility.
Right on.
There'll be a lot more room for all of us to team up, you know.
Dude, so there's going to be like, what, 6 dudes at one time cutting and grinding and welding on this car?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah, exactly. That's why it's only going to take like 2 hours, because we all going to get together, get the game plan, and each guy is just going to have a mission, and we're just going to knock it out.
Man,
And that's
you-
cool about it too. You're going to see 6 different minds put something together in a smooth manner. You know, even though we all think and work and operate completely different, we're going to do this project as a group, and it's going to work, and encourage people to get out, drag their friends out in the shop with them.
Yeah, you guys should
Oh,
really
yeah.
call this like 6 dudes in one chop.
Do not Google that.
Ooh.
yeah, that's gross.
Dangerous.
Yeah. So, okay, where is Kent's Customs? What
He's
part
in
of
Gasburg, Virginia.
Yeah,
Casper?
he's right on the North Carolina Virginia border.
Okay, so maybe I went about this the wrong way. What's the closest airport to him?
Well, if
I
you
still
fly,
think it's
if you fly into RDU, I'll just take you with me.
That's
There you go.
What is that? Richmond,
Well, I'm in. The closest one to me would be Raleigh.
Raleigh,
Which-
Durham.
Zach, how far is Richmond from Kent shop?
Oh, I don't know. From my shop, it's only an hour from Richmond to my shop. I don't know about Kent's. Kent's shop is an hour and a half from my shop, but it's like a
Yeah.
triangle. It might be the same distance.
Okay, so,
Same here. It'd be an hour and a half from Raleigh to there.
okay, so I'm going to
Yeah.
throw this out there for our listeners because we were talking about this while we were doing our sound checks. I have been feverishly looking for a way for Jimmy and I to get out there for this fucking thing. Because
What about hitchhiking?
yeah, that might take a little long. I don't. So we both have full-time jobs.
Oh, yeah.
I work at Napa Auto Parts, and Jimmy's a diesel mechanic. So I don't think I could get away with driving. Otherwise, I would. Plus, I saw something on the news where y'all got like 39 feet of fucking snow and people were dying on the highway.
No, that was in
It's
that
like
was in
2
Virginia.
inches.
Yeah,
People
same
freaking
thing.
out over
Yeah,
couple inches.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
We're in Dallas. We're in Dallas. So last year when we got our fucking snowpocalypse or whatever they
Yeah.
called it, oh my god, dude, that was horrible.
Oh, it was crazy. I remember seeing all those videos. People's houses were flooding when it started to melt and shit.
Oh, yeah.
However, I
Jeez.
would like to go on record and say that the 55 was cranked and driven every single day of that.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, those are the best days to start it up, man.
Fucking
See,
A.
I've
Freezing
been
cold out.
I aired that bitch up like a 4x4 and drove my ass around town all day.
do donuts and get a good. Yeah.
Damn right. So
You need to take the roadster out, Dan.
I gotta finish bleeding the brakes so I don't die.
yeah, and buying warm
That's what the
clothes.
easy breaks for.
So, but yeah, for all of the listeners of the podcast, we are trying to figure out a way to get up there. So sponsors, hit us up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
It'd be great, man.
Yeah, shout out
could
to
do the
Southwest
chop.
Airlines. We need some free tickets, goddammit.
Right? No shit.
We do like an after hours podcast right after it's over. That'd be cool.
Dude.
Yeah.
It would be so rad. And Zach, I know you had said that, you know, you guys wouldn't care if we streamed it live and stuff like that, but dude, that's y'all's show.
Yeah, definitely.
We would love to talk to everybody, you know, afterwards. That would be cool.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, we might sneak some pictures, just, you know, but it'll be like pictures of Jimmy with his pants off and shit. So.
Yeah. For the after hours one, you know, the two nude dudes on the couch.
Yeah, two nude dudes
After dark.
Yeah, so like Jimmy would be like, "Hey, you think if I put my bare ass on this roof, they'll still touch it to finish the chop?"
Right? No kidding.
Do it when in the other room, not paying attention.
No, we're going to use an ass cheek to mark out the lines.
That's
Don't
what
you
I'm
worry.
talking about.
Bet, watch this. Bet you won't.
Bring your ass. No.
Oh Lord, yeah. I mean, I really want to be able to, you know, if we can't figure it out, because it's just not enough time to get it figured out, then it is what it is. But you guys are doing more of these, so you know, maybe we can make it up for a different one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about the 53 because that's my wife's car,
Oh,
and I
got
promised her I
right.
was going to build it. We're going to be driving it by October this year, so
That's
I'm excited to get started on it.
that's good because you could surprise her by being a month early and drive that fucker to Ventura.
oh,
That'd be awesome. Actually, we got a that's actually going to be a pretty drivable car too. We got a 466 big block for it and
Jesus.
C6 transmission, so it should be.
damn
You
it.
know, 'cause I build flatheads and 3 speeds, so for me to have a 460 and you know, something with a mild overdrive, I'm pretty excited.
Hell
We're going to
yeah.
have to get you donations for gas money.
No shit.
Oh yeah,
No shit.
yeah.
So I've been considering putting a 5-speed in the 55 just to make it a little more roadworthy.
Yeah.
So if I do, I'll hit you up and see if you want this factory overdrive 3-speed for something to adapt to a flathead.
Nice.
Oh yeah. What motor do you have in it right now? It's a
292.
Y block, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I could make that work.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And dude, that overdrive works like a champ.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It drops at about 1100 RPMs.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at 70, that car's turning 2100. It's got 350
Nice.
350 gears and a 9-inch with 350s in it. And
Yeah.
if I wanted to gear that car, it would probably be a fast son of a bitch. But
Man, I know the feeling. Same with my shoebox. I got a 3-speed auto in there, FMX.
Yep.
At 60 with 275 gears, I'm doing 2100.
yeah, dude, and like
Wow.
literally, we've been across country like on I-20 from Dallas to South Carolina at 85 and 90 miles an hour for a full tank of gas
Awesome.
on air,
Nice.
about an inch and a half off the ground.
I'm never doing another 3-speed again. The hell with it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But I am thinking about putting a 5-speed in it because it may end up being my kid's car. And, I learned how to drive with, 3 on the tree, no power steering, no power brakes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a really small town
Yeah.
and there was no traffic. Well, we don't have that luxury where we live now. And I'm pretty sure he would fucking run it into something.
Yeah.
I live in a very small town, and you need an overdrive just to get out of it. So
So I'm not gonna lie. I did a little Google Map stalking of where your shop was, and
Yeah.
that's like hills have eyes. People get lost in that shit.
Oh yeah. The first time I went,
distance every once in a while.
the first time I went to Zach's shop, it took me down a road, and I go down that road, and it just looked like somebody's driveway that was like 5 miles long. And there
Yeah.
was no lines in the road, and part of it was flooded, and I was, waiting for like a wrong turn thing to happen at any time.
Yeah, somebody is fixing to come out and cut my fucking ear off. I can feel it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some areas like that where I grew up too, but that's what's cool, and that's what we're supposed to be doing with this podcast is talking to guys like y'all who shit's out in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well,
But-
it's great out here. I'll be freaking breaking in flathead motors on my garage outside. No one will care too. So that's what I like it about.
But Jimmy, I gotta say this: they may not be a fit for Hometown Hot Rodder at all.
No.
You know why?
Why?
Because what they're fixing to do is going to make them fucking known all over the goddamn planet.
All right, hit stop.
Well, it's good talking.
Well, then you guys can claim responsibility for catapulting us to there.
It's going to be so
Yeah.
cool what y'all
Oh,
are
yeah.
doing, dude. And I truly hope that the people that listen, because I've been studying the demographics of the show just to see who we're appealing to and who fucking hates us. And believe it or not, women hate us. No, but everything's like guys from 34 to 54, and then the 18 to 33 or whatever is starting to pick up some traction. So like,
Oh, yeah.
So like, I want these young dudes to want to do this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Oh,
me
yeah.
too.
and I wanna see like if you've listened to anything like our episode before this one, we talked to a kid named Matt Thomas, and he's 24 or 25 years old, something like that. Works for the city, yada yada yada. Right? He built himself a 25 Dodge truck out of a 25 Dodge Coupe that had been wrecked.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
this fucking thing is like 6 miles long. It's straight rat rod. It's got a crazy air ride setup on it, and he has done literally every bit of it in his 1-car garage at his apartment.
Wow.
And and talks about how in that episode he's talking about how he has to turn certain things on in order, otherwise he trips the breakers at the apartments.
Yeah.
But he built this entire truck. He's also building a Model A, and then I saw the other day he had something a big ass like a COE that he had just bought.
Oh, wow.
Like this kid, dude. We need more of him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I know that, Matt.
Okay.
Yeah, no, totally. He's awesome. Yeah, he's building some really cool stuff, and he is a great example of what I want to see more of.
Dude, that kid is so talented, man, and he's such a good-hearted kid. He came up to us because we were trying to convince people to get on the podcast at Snuffers. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Dude, I'll sit down and do it right now."
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
What's
how do
his
you
name
know?
on
So how do you
Instagram?
know Matt?
Through my friend Josh at Village Customs.
Yes, Village Customs. That's the front end that he has on his truck.
Yeah, Village Customs is like 10 minutes for me. I've known Josh for, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years. No, longer than that. Holy crap.
Shout out
yeah.
Village Customs. Both of us need a sponsor.
Hey, well, he's actually in the process of moving his shop, and he just moved to a new place and building a new shop. And, I'm sure he'd like to hook you guys up with some kits, and, you
Dude.
can build some cool rat rods.
Dude, we would love to just have him on because the stuff that I've seen on Matt's truck, he builds some cool shit.
Yeah. Well, no, man. Hey, well, I'll get you guys hooked up with him.
That'd be cool, man. That'd be really cool because
I got my patina process from him. So he does a lot of legit stuff, but he also can blend old paint and new paint together really
Yep.
well.
yeah, we've got a painter here in town that this kid, he's like, I'd say kid, he's probably 30. But I've known him since he was a teenager, and my God, he's one of the greatest painters I've ever seen now. His name's Brian Vastine. And Jesus Christ,
Rad.
that kid can paint.
Hell yeah. No, and that's awesome. That's one thing I suck at. Zach's good at painting and body work. I am, and actually Zach posted something earlier that said, joking around about guys saying, patina's the thing to be, but what they really mean is that they can't paint. And
Absolutely, that's what it means.
We all know we're just joking around anything, but I seriously cannot paint. Now my brother Nick, who works with me sometimes, he can, so he paints. I don't. I spray paint.
Okay.
You need to
Hey,
come up,
know?
Dan, when I paint the Roadster.
See, I need to. I need someone to show me, but the last thing I need is another ability, because then I'll want to focus on painting and buying tools for painting.
dude,
It never ends.
I'm
It
telling
never
you,
ends,
man.
no matter what it is.
if I could find a competition somewhere on who could the best spray painter,
Yeah.
I feel like I could take that one home. I could.
I think this needs to happen then.
Yeah,
I think we need to do this.
I don't think I've ever owned I think the 55 is the first one that I've ever owned that I didn't spray paint and call it the paint job.
You need to be sponsored by
We'll call it the
guns
rattle
that
off.
goes on
Fucking
top
right.
of the thing.
Shout out Rust-Oleum 2K or 2X. I mean,
Heck yeah.
And turbo.
Get those turbo cans
Yes,
painted in
sir.
5
Oh yeah,
minutes.
the big
Dude.
cans are awesome.
If they
I
would,
watch Casey Customs paint it with those big turbo cans all the time. It's hysterical. I want to get one so bad.
dude, Jimmy's got
I
Jimmy's
got
got one that's in the garage out here at my house. It's a can of white, and good God, you could paint a fucking house with that thing.
I might now. Maybe Rust-Oleum will sponsor it.
Yeah, shout out Rust-Oleum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I could definitely win in that, and I enjoy painting, but I'm just not real good at it.
Yeah. No, same here. Like I've sprayed with a gun before, and it's like those satisfying videos, where people are doing stuff, and I enjoy it, but it just looks awful. Now with a Wagner Power Painter, I'm not too terrible, and I have helped paint a car with one of those before.
Oh my God, dude! I bought this when I was like I was 17 or so. I bought a 71 Toyota Corolla. Laugh if you want, but that car was cool. Anyway, it was rear wheel drive. It had a 22R in it and a 4-speed. That car was cool. So,
Oh yeah, indestructible.
okay, but it had been painted flat white with a roller.
Heck yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
watched a guy do that in a parking lot one time. It was great.
4 gallons of aircraft stripper and an undisclosed and a ton of quarters at an undisclosed car wash.
Oh my god.
You're the reason we have the EPA. I see.
Yes, damn right.
At least in Mesquite. Oh,
Yeah.
did I say that out loud?
Yeah, but it was in Leonard. So,
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that car wash is shut down now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Drains don't fucking work.
It's like fucking Chernobyl over there.
Dude, no shit. Dude, this thing, I'd never seen so much paint in my life. Like you could dig your thumbnails down into it.
Jeez.
But man, by the
That's
time I got
nasty.
that shit off and I painted that thing with some of the finest gray primer spray paint that the Leonard hardware store had, man, that bitch looked cool. I put a set of drag
Wait,
lights
is
on
that-
it, cut the
hey.
muffler off of it. I was fucking ready to roll.
What
Hey,
car
but when
was it
you're
that you
doing
just
thick-
mixed all the paint?
That was a little Honda.
A little Honda?
Yeah. Dude, what
When you're
now?
doing 50, nobody can see those roller marks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
well,
never see it.
that's about all that car would do.
Low and slow, baby.
Yeah, well, and there's no shame in my game. I will admit that I'm an absolute dope fiend for Volkswagens.
Oh, that's okay. I think it's a gateway drug.
Well, yeah, and it God damn it, I can't get away from them.
No, not at all.
No.
And I'm as soon as my money's a little bit better, I will be buying one. I've decided it's time to build a new one. I've got a build in my mind, and I'm gonna get one. And all of my hot rod buddies are gonna do nothing but talk shit.
No, man. Well, at least around here,
Yeah.
man, the hot rod guys are pretty open to Volks rods.
I may not even be allowed at
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Chop Shop.
No, you will.
Johnny will be like, yeah, you can come, but the bug can't.
Yeah. Or I got to chop about 12 inches off that
Yeah,
roof.
he'll be like, you can come down, but you're gonna have to come in Jimmy's Hyundai
Ah, that's fucked up.
or your wife's Hyundai.
I wanted to put one on a Model A.
Or whoever sponsors me a car.
Hell yeah.
Although I
Zach, I like it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
although
we'll put one on a Model A frame, make it a roadster. It'd be cool.
Well, like
So-
that one Eric's building right now.
God
He turned
damn
that
it.
bug into
Yeah.
a roadster.
no, listen, no, both of y'all
Except
shut
for that one's backwards.
both of y'all shut the fuck up because I'm trying to figure out how to build this car. So I've been
We get a
dying.
frame for you. We'll just slap
So
on it.
that's one of the goals is because I'm a pre 67 bug guy. I am a little bit of a bug snob, but I would be cool with buying a fat girl, so 68 and above, if all I was going to use it for was to put the body on a Model A frame, and
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
put a Y block in it.
I like it even better now.
Like I want to build this car, I just don't have. So I can design the shit out of cars. I can work on just about anything. I can build a motor. I can build a rear end. I can do all that. I can't weld. Me welding is like me trying to do something in the house for my wife. Like wash wash dishes. I can't do that shit either. But I want to build that bug so bad. There's one on YouTube, and I go look at it at least twice a week.
Well,
Yeah,
Dan and I teach classes, man. You
Yep.
come out to one of our classes, we'll teach you to
With-
weld.
Welding and sheet metal work, and Zach is super talented at forming metal and curves, English wheel, that kind of stuff, and you could totally learn some tips and tricks and go home and build one.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like I just need to take some of this 2-week vacation that Napa is generous enough to give me, and we just need to come up and build a fucking Volksride real quick that I can drive to Ventura.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, we can build it. We can build it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can't enter it in Ventura, but I could sure drive it over there.
Yeah.
If we put it on a 4-wheel drive chassis, you can drive it over anything.
and here's the deal. I say that Johnny Chop wouldn't allow me around with the Volkswagen. I am going to go ahead and put him on blast and tell the whole world that I had him and Lane York of the Custom Couple in a Hyundai Palisade chasing parts a couple weeks ago.
Damn it.
Hey, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
So they gave up their fucking cool cards because we were rolling around San Antonio in my wife's mom van.
Yeah, but you didn't realize Johnny Chop was sitting in the floorboard.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. I drove out to Pigeon Forge for the rod run in a Ford Explorer.
Nice.
Goddamn right. So, and we've been talking about, like say this, like if we can come up with a way to come up to do, to watch you guys do this first one, and then when we go to see Voodoo and all these things that we're doing, and then I talked to Kent Williams, I was like, look, I want to come to the Gathering, which is his big show, and it's a great show.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to Mini Nats. I want to do, because they're great shows for all kinds of vehicles, right? I was like, but we're going to be coming to 90% of these in a fucking rental car.
Yeah, no shit.
And he's like, you mean you're not going to drive? You're not going to drive the 55? And I went, well, not until the podcast is a full-time job.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, as long as I have, as long as I have somebody to answer to, those trips are a week long when you drive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Whereas we can fly up the night before. Rent the coolest Kia Soul in the fucking Hertz lot. And then we did have this thing, Chase, a friend of ours, we were going to go to, when we went to mini camp out before we decided to drive the 55.
Right.
So that was all the way in Myrtle Beach. And we'd finally decided that we were just going to drive the 55, right? But we were like, man, what if we flew out there, got our rental car, went to the nearest parts store, order a set of stock coil springs for it, and just cut the fuck out of the ones that are on the car.
Yeah.
Just knock a rental car completely on its nuts.
Yeah.
Go to the show, and then swap them back out and take it back to the Hertz.
Hey, I've seen a guy do it with a U-Haul truck before. Actually, in Myrtle Beach, they were out there driving it on the beach with 24-inch type of wheels on it.
Nice.
Damn.
Dude.
And I'm only 3 hours from Myrtle Beach. I'll be down there.
Dude, there's so many cool things that you could do that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And that's where podcasting
You should do them.
Podcasting and live streaming can be very dangerous because well,
You got proof just now.
yeah, I mean, what else? Because we do have a Hometown High Rodder YouTube channel that we're going to start putting videoed podcasts on.
Oh, yeah.
So what else would we put on there but us fucking jackhammering a
Naked?
rental car?
Oh.
Hey,
Oh, dude, you get millions of views doing stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
It'll be like Jackass, but with cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and say y'all ain't doing nothing to my nipples.
Okay, no, that's fine. We'll just tie firecrackers to you. And
I'm
leave
not.
you be.
I'm not letting anybody staple my nutsack to my legs.
I'm glad you haven't voiced that you don't want anything in your ass. So
I know.
Hey, so
Anything-
speaking of which, me and Zach have
Speaking
YouTube
of-
channels as well, but
Yeah, let's hear it.
there's no nudity, there's no nipple pitching or anything like that. Strictly
I'm
hot
out.
rods.
I'm out.
oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Your
just
views
not
just
right.
went down.
Well,
I'm out.
Zach uses his bedroom voice and sits in a chair like the ladies' man.
Hell yeah. So let's do this because you know, cutting up and having fun, dude, this is a blast, but I want to make sure that people understand the importance of what y'all are doing because I want to give y'all credit myself. This is fucking cool.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
So-
Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
And I cannot express to y'all how much we appreciate you reaching out and asking us to be a part of it.
Yeah.
You know, and especially knowing that Lane and Sam are going to be, you know, joining in with it. This is going to be a good fucking time.
No shit.
Hell yeah.
And I know that because of Rod and Style, I know Scratch is going to have a little bit of involvement. If I'm not mistaken, is that right?
Oh yeah, we're doing it at Grand National. We're doing the exact same weekend as Grand National Roadster Show, but so none of the magazine guys can make the trip up. So it'd just be me and Dan and Kent. But Scratch has definitely been in on it.
Hell yeah.
We've been talking on the phone about it a lot and
Nice.
trying to organize everything.
Yeah, me and Scratch were hanging out at Invasion, and it was so fun to just watch that dude tell me what I needed to do to my car. and he like ripped out he grabbed like a Summit Racing sticker out of his fucking binder and started drawing on it the way I needed to do it, and it was so much fun, man.
Nice.
But so let everybody hear about what where they can follow all of this. So you mentioned YouTube, and we obviously know you've got social media, so let everybody know where they can follow this, because I want to make sure that everybody knows.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so if you want to stream it, all you have to do is follow Rod and Style TV on YouTube. They are like the sister company for Speed and Culture. It goes hand in hand. Rod and Style is Speed and Culture. That's just their YouTube channel. So it's going to be live January 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's all you got to do. Just follow the YouTube page.
Nice.
Outside from that, if you want to get like more updates, when I get the car, I'm going to be, sending paint and taking pictures and before and after, all that kind of stuff. You can follow me on Instagram. Just look up Wired Customs. You'll see this beautiful bearded man. That's the right one.
Yeah.
Then,
Whoa.
Wiredcustoms.va, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, wiredcustoms.va.
Nice.
And on YouTube, it's just Wired Customs. Dan and I are both going to record during the live stream. So after the live stream, maybe a couple weeks after, we'll cut it up and make it a more like watchable series. So both of our YouTube channels are going to do our own editing and stuff like that, get our own perspectives of what's going on. So there's going to be a lot of content coming out just from one day, So
yeah.
And this is
it
just
should be
one.
pretty exciting.
This is just one of the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
This
one of
is
the
just
cars.
the first one. You're going to be able to see it in like Zach said, a week or two maybe after they stream it on Rod and Style. Me and him, and I think you said Kent was doing it too. We're going to be uploading our own videos to YouTube so you can watch them, all those cool different views. And, we're all going to be updating stuff on our social media as good as we can while it's going on as well. And I'm hoping it drums up enough excitement that, we just continue to keep doing these cars.
Hell yeah.
And,
Well,
it's going to be awesome.
Here's what I'm going to throw out there. First of all, before I forget, Zach, when we get off, please send me the name again of the shop where you guys will be doing it so that I can look and see what the best options are to fly in.
Okay, yeah.
And we're going to keep trying.
Yeah.
But also, my mic cut out for a minute. That was weird. But here's what we're going to do to help you guys out. So if you go to the Hometown Hot Rodder _official Instagram page, because our other one got hacked because somebody's a pile of shit. Anyway,
Russians.
man, those motherfuckers, dude, don't get me on that rant because I got messages all day today.
God.
This dude's telling everybody how I got rich on Bitcoin. I promise you, I didn't get rich on fucking Bitcoin. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, I've gotten like 6 more messages today, and it literally drives me fucking insane.
Yeah.
But anyway, so on Hometown Hot Rodder _official, if you look in our bio, there's a link. It's a link tree, and it's where we put the links for the podcast and for all of our advertisers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys bringing us on enough that we're going to consider that some advertisement.
Yeah.
Without you guys without us asking you for money. If you will let us know which page will help you guys the most, as far as that where people can go watch, let us know, and Jimmy will include that in our link tree so that people can just, if they're following Hometown Hot Rodder, but they couldn't remember, man, I don't remember the place that I was supposed to go watch this to stream it.
Right.
Well, we'll put it in the link tree so that they can just click there and it'll take them directly to it.
Directly.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it's the Rod and Style YouTube page. I'll send you that link later.
Kick ass.
Cool.
Yep, that's perfect. Yeah, just send it just send it to the Hometown Hot Rodder @gmail one, and I'll get it to Jimmy.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. And I definitely have to say that our sponsors are huge on this too, helping us out a lot.
Good. Is there any of those guys that you want to give a shout out to, man? You're more than welcome.
Yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, definitely. So I mean, of course, Speed and Culture is our number one sponsor. That's what this whole thing is for, is Speed and Culture. And our other big sponsor is Benchmark Abrasives. They sent us a load of cutoff tools, sanding discs, grinding hoods, Like we won't need any consumable, discs or anything this whole time because they've supplied everything. So a huge help.
Right on. Hell yeah. Yeah. Anybody that you guys want to shout out, man, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
And if there's if you guys make a post and obviously to help us out a little bit, but if you want to make a post on Instagram and when you're doing what we hate to do is all the hashtags, right? Nobody.
Yeah, it's all good.
Nobody fucking.
You got to do it.
Nobody fucking enjoys hashtags, but it's how you get noticed. Dude, throw the hashtag Hometown Hot Rodder in your post, and that way our people will see what you got going on too. So
cool, man.
Yeah, I will. We're getting a flyer drawn up. It should be drawn up here pretty soon. We'll start, sharing that with everybody.
badass. Yeah, and I'll admit, while I might be the one that can handle most of the actual podcast stuff, and I do all of the editing and all that stuff.
Every bit of it.
Okay, well, I can't internet worth a shit.
Yeah.
So Jimmy handles every bit of that. So he can do all that repost shit. I can't make it work. I know how to share on Facebook, but I can't repost on Instagram. So I'll go ahead and tell you that every time Jimmy sees what you guys are doing, he's already followed you. I sat here and watched him do it. So he'll be sure to repost your stuff too. So.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
We'll promote this as much as we can because first of all, y'all reached out to us and that makes you part of the Hometown Hot Rodder family. So we'll do everything we can to help. And,
Oh yeah.
Man, if we can find a way, we'll be up there. Where it sucks for us is that the show is new enough that our advertiser dollars aren't through the roof, right? And we already know of like 6 places that we've got to go this year. And so we got to make sure that we don't spend, and we got to buy some equipment and things like that, right?
Right.
So we got to make sure that we've got enough that, if let's say we came up there, okay, well that's cool. Now are we going to have enough to get to Chicago on the next month? You know what I mean? So we're going to keep working on it, and we're going to find a way if we can to get up there to watch you guys do this.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
you gotta let us in on this Voodoo Larry thing, man. I don't know what's going on with that.
So, okay, I'll give you the quick background on it because Larry listens to the show, so
Yeah.
he's gonna hear what you guys are doing. So, and he might end up following y'all because Larry's a cool motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, for
But-
real.
So, Voodoo Larry, like I told you earlier, like I can design the hell out of a car. Like I can come up with shit that people fall in love with, right? When it comes to the welding and the fabbing, I'm out. It's fucking Spanish to me, and I can't figure it out. But like I said, I can build motors. I can do all that mechanical, right? Well, Voodoo Larry has been one of my I don't want to say heroes, but shut up, Jimmy. Okay, all right. I'm a fucking fanboy. Anyway,
Superman.
So if you like looking, things like the Sahara and the Phantom and all the shit that Larry's built, it's just unbelievable to me. Well, my man here next to me, not man like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to clarify that shit nowadays.
We know the deal.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
married.
hide.
Yeah.
I'm married with 5 kids. Let me go ahead and throw that out there. But
Fucking
no,
cheater.
So you're man on the side.
yeah. So Jimmy one day just decided, you know what? I'm going to reach out to Voodoo Larry and see if what it would take for us to get him to come down to a car show that we're doing in November.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Dia de los Customs, and let's see what that's going to cost and how much he would charge us.
I didn't tell him I was doing that.
Yeah.
It was after the fact.
Let's see how much he would charge us to be on the podcast, right? Well, the next thing we know, he sends Jimmy a message back and says, "I'd love to meet with you guys. Here's my fucking cell phone number."
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Call me, this day or this day." And so we did. And I sat on the phone out on my back porch for like 2 hours with this man.
Yeah.
And literally, I ain't ashamed to admit it, I was giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Because, this is somebody that I've, studied, you know what I mean? Well,
Oh yeah, me too.
yeah, so through conversation and through talking and through all this stuff, I was like, dude, we would love to come up, and we don't want to take a lot of your time up. We would love to come up and see the shop and just talk to you and stuff before the show, because once he had told us what it was going to cost to get him to the show, we're like, okay, we're in.
Yeah. No shit.
Put it on your calendar, you're coming. So, and I was like, but we would love to come up and meet you, MEET. And my bad. We would love to come up and meet you and just hang out so that, we can kind of get a feel for it. And he goes, yeah, that'd be great. you guys come in, hang out. We'll hang out at the shop all day. You know, he's a rockabilly guy and he's in a band. He's like, the band practices at my shop and we practice on Saturdays. I'm like, all right, well we can go eat or whatever. And he's like, no, you guys are gonna hang out while we jam. He goes, then we're gonna go over to the Voodoo Lounge, which is the bar in his shop. And he goes, we'll knock back a couple of drinks and we'll throw up and do a podcast.
Hell yeah.
And we're like, are you fucking for real? And, you know, he's like,
I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm an experienced upright bass player in rockabilly music, and you guys can just bring me in, and I'll just slide right into the scene.
So then,
Oh, hell yeah.
So then you and Voodoo already have something in common and to talk about. And Lane, just so you know, when you guys get Lane on, ask him about it. Lane is a stand-up bass player.
Nice.
No shit.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And
I play drums, Dan. We should just jam out, man.
fucking
I'm
right.
telling you, we should.
Well, so much for these chop jobs.
Yeah. And so much for you doing anything. You only play the
Yeah.
skin flute.
Yeah, well,
He's good at it though.
that's good. I can use both thumbs.
Hell yeah.
So it's just weird that yours always sounds like a kazoo. Jesus Christ. This and people actually listen to this shit.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I would. This is like me hanging out at my former day job. Like this is the conversations that would happen. So,
Yeah.
So this is how we try to keep this show is it like dudes hanging out in the garage, man. That's really what we, you know, you got to have a serious tone to it because there's things that like you guys are trying to, you know, do something cool and we want to make sure that we get the word out. But
Yeah.
if we ever stop having fun with this, people are going to think we've lost our minds.
And this is like a non-scripted, non-written, not premeditated. I mean, like we literally shut this off right here, and we'll be standing in the garage talking the same damn way. That's
Yep.
why we're confused at why people listen to our dumbasses. So
Everywhere I've ever worked.
hey, and it also gives all four of us a solid alibi. Don't forget that.
Fucking
that's what I'm
right.
talking about.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently the HOA lady was out taking pictures of all the cars in my yard while ago.
Yeah, someone.
Fucking bitch.
That,
Yeah.
I just moved into a new neighborhood
I'm sorry.
because it doesn't have an HOA.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm not in city limits or anything. My shop's on my property, and nobody can
Nice.
do a damn thing about it.
Well, they like to take pictures of the shit at my house, but they still can't do anything about it because I don't really
Yep.
give a shit what they think.
No. I'm
I
sorry,
like-
public street.
Yeah.
That one neighborhood I used to live in, they came over and the neighbor was complaining about my cars, and but they all had tags on them, and they all ran and drove, and the cop couldn't believe that because if you would have saw him, he's like, these shouldn't be on the road, but you know, if you say so.
Right.
Well, you know what? They are, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
sir, they are.
Well,
And normally when I get home, my 14-year-old comes out and moves my wife's car so that I can put the 55 in the garage because we don't have a lot of room. Well,
Yeah.
tonight I needed to get in here and get equipment set up and shit, so I just parked it right behind the driveway.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you that's why that old bitch was taking
Oh, yeah.
pictures because I was blocking the driveway.
Oh, no.
Bitch, I'm blocking my
Blocking
driveway.
your own driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes around
Damn.
here.
Yeah, I'm blocking my fucking driveway.
If you don't already,
man.
you need to start peeing in your front yard to assert dominance.
Bro,
Yeah.
you don't want to know the shit that I do to piss these people off.
No.
Oh man.
Um,
Oh man,
Hey.
I could one up you. I moved into my new house in the city a couple years ago, and I had a '65 F100 that needed floorboards. I air hammered the floorboards out of the trunk, and it just echoed for miles.
Okay.
Oh, man, people were
Nice.
pissed.
Okay, so one time I was working on the car, and you know it's my daily. So when I get home from work, I gotta fix this shit and get it to work the next day, right? Well, I got a handwritten letter put in my mailbox from one of these geriatric fuckers on my street that said, "Dear neighbor with the loud car," and it was this great
Oh, man.
big, it was this great big thing of how disrespectful I was being by fixing my car to go to work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I took a picture of it because I can Facebook, like I said a while ago.
Yeah.
And I went into the neighborhood Facebook page, and I posted a picture of this letter, and I said, "Dear neighbor with dear neighbor with no balls," and went into my own little rant. Well, they deleted it, but I think everybody got the point.
No shit.
But
See, I was really fortunate. My last house is where I built my Ford that had the Y block in it, and I had open Lakester headers on it. And I fired
Oh,
it up
yeah.
at like 2:00 in the morning on like a Wednesday.
hell yeah,
Because with crunch time trying to get to a show. And luckily my next door neighbor is a pro mod drag racer. So he walked in at 2:00 with a beer for everybody.
damn right.
And my
Nice.
other neighbor was dead, so I was good.
Yeah, that's perfect. And, and what's
worked out
weird is
great.
that was in that 8 days that nobody knew he was dead in his house.
No, funny story. It was actually 4.
Oh, okay. Ugh.
It was actually
he
4 minutes. That's why we're the alibi.
4 days. Yeah.
That dude, he was dead in his house for 4 days before somebody did a wellness check and found him.
That's
Damn.
yeah. Wellness check
Yeah.
failed.
This is a good lesson. Make sure you have friends that like to come by and see you.
Yeah, don't bitch about your neighbors because they may not give a fuck if you're dead in your house.
No, I keep not that many friends so that I can just stink up.
But it was, and then there was one dude. He lives down the street, and him and his wife and all their kids ride their bikes up and down the street with helmets on. That's all I'm going to say. But
And masks too.
yeah, so
no, that's their face. They were born with that.
one time he got about half of my yard away from me in the driveway, and I was working late at night on something, and he goes, "Excuse me, but how long do you think you're going to be?" And I had just smashed my thumb.
Oh man.
And so I turned around and I went, "Until I'm fucking done." And he goes, "Okay," and turned around and walked right back down to his house.
Oh man.
So they all love me.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Williamsburg neighborhood. You know you love me.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Well, man, I think we've probably kept you guys long enough. We are keeping you out of your planning stages.
I got to go get ready for work.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy's got to go to work.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, I work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Sunday through Thursday.
Yeah. It sucks to be
Lovely.
somebody in this room.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Until you're going to work.
Right, yeah, until I'm going to work and I'm like, fuck, he's going to bed.
Hell yeah.
And I was up till 2:00 editing podcast. This is bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Well, guys, I can tell you that this thing will be put up tonight because
Yeah.
that's how I roll.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll go through, make sure it sounds okay, and then insert some commercials for our advertisers, and it'll be up. So,
Yeah.
so just watch the page, and you'll know when it comes up. So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal.
so man, Zach, Dan, I cannot thank y'all enough again, dude. I'm excited to be a part of this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Dude, have us on anytime. We can just bullshit all night, I guess.
Fucking right.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
look,
talking about.
I like to talk. I'm good at this.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
Brian does too.
Shut up, Jimmy.
I am that creepy old man in the grocery store bothering you in line.
Oh, nice. With the bag of candy or puppies?
Both.
Nice.
I have a puppy carrier.
If you got a full grown dog and some what do they call the Werther's originals?
Yeah.
I'm getting in your van.
I got a 120-pound cane Corso and all the candy you
Nice.
could want.
It just really sucks that they stopped selling that Fun Dip candy.
Ooh, why did they quit? My kids had it not too long ago.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Oh, I just
Yeah,
had it.
you can still get candy cigarettes too.
yeah.
That's fucking cool. See, that's what's cool.
And
when you
booger
live-
sugar,
That's
whatever.
what you get when you live in a cool state. Texas sucks.
It doesn't really. It's just because you live here.
Yeah, but every time I go to one of their states, dude, I'm so happy.
Oh yeah, it looks so great, especially when you got to pay state tax too.
Yeah, but man, like the car scene is just so much nicer
I
up
get
there.
that.
And let me tell you, these dudes can car show way better than we
I know,
can.
but this is my Mexico, dude. Like
All right.
you know, Cowboys run when they get in trouble.
Yeah.
In Mexico, Texas is my Mexico.
Okay, I get that. I think Oklahoma would be mine.
Ugh.
Well, just saying. I'd stand out though because I got all my teeth. Just kidding, Sean and Justin.
Yeah, they don't got all their teeth.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they do. They bought them. Thanks, Discovery Channel.
Damn. Sponsor us.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna let y'all go, man. Thank y'all so very
Yeah,
fucking
thank you.
much, dude. This has been fun, and y'all make sure to go check out Wired Customs. Go check out. Hey, is there a Chopaholics page yet?
No,
No,
not yet.
no, there's not.
Well, we should probably get on that deal.
Yeah, well, you have
Yeah.
plenty of time until
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, a Chopaholics page. A Chopaholics page would be perfect. Go check out Speed and Culture. Go check out Rod and Style on YouTube. And Zach, you're going to send us what you would like for Jimmy to put on the link tree.
Yes, sir.
We'll get it up in the next couple days.
Cool.
So, and we got to record commercials this weekend because I promised people we would have them up by Monday.
Oh, I thought you had them done.
I got 2 of them done, asshole.
Nobody wants to hear my fucking voice.
Anyway, I don't know. Barry White.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
wanna make
y'all.
love
Hey, I'll let
to
now.
Babe, you need to sing the commercials. Put some soul.
Yes.
Fucking right. See,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, we got 2 other interviewees on here right now,
Yeah.
and even they're saying that you got a sexy ass radio voice.
Yeah, until I get better, and then all of
Me-
a sudden it's like, "Hi, how
me-
you doing today?"
I sound like that old lady in an after school special talking about don't smoke. That's what I
Really?
sound like.
I was waiting for you to say, "Do you want some more sloppy joes?"
Anyway, man. Hey, we're gonna let y'all off real quick.
Hell
And,
yeah.
dude, it's been a blast, man. Thank y'all so very much.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rock and roll.
Appreciate
Y'all take it easy.
All right, man. Be good.
All right,
Later.
bye.
Later.
Nice.
Hey, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, what they're doing is gonna be so fucking cool.
Dude, I'm happy to be part of this.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's really gonna be something that I mean, I know it's been done,
Yeah,
but
well,
not like this.
Well, my question is how fast can we get there in the Hyundai, and how cheap? I'm just
That's a
kidding,
long ways,
dude. I'm
boy.
just kidding.
That's halfway across the country.
Yeah, but how many hours straight? Not your stop shit
I don't know, probably 17, 18,
hours.
probably.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
But-
but
and-
no, this
and
is
in the-
this is rad.
And in the mountains in the snow.
Oh, whatever. That's what traction control and all that shit's for, right?
No, dude, this is fucking cool, man, and they seem like really cool dudes.
Yeah, and just looking through their pictures, I mean, they're badass, man.
So anybody that's still listening that didn't give up on us yet, make sure you go to wiredcustoms.va on Instagram
Yes.
and check out their shit. There's even pictures of them and Gene Winfield fucking chopping it up.
Nice.
How do you have something cooler than that?
No, you don't.
Right. I mean, that's Gene Winfield.
I know.
So anyway, so real fast, let's do a rundown real quick and thank some of our advertisers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Johnny Chop Customs,
Yes.
Austin, Texas.
Chop that shit.
Inky Blinders Tattoo Studio.
I need to call you.
Yes, you do.
I've got. I don't know. Bleh.
Okay. Break. Just so you know, I did send him your phone number.
He lying. He's just showing it to me right now.
You're a liar. The Magic Needle Piercing Studio
Okay.
back on for 2022.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. Common Trends Magazine, Palmetto Print and Design, or
Yeah.
Palmetto,
Whatever.
whatever,
Whatever. They're both lame.
however you say it.
Just kidding.
Our boy Alex at Amplified
Yes,
Live.
sir.
Alex, I've been trying to make your commercial not suck, and I will have it done by Monday. You have my word.
Yeah.
Twisted Wrench,
Twisted wrench.
and I think that's about it for 2022.
Okay.
Oh yeah, except for that one stupid couple of people that we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Lane and Sam.
Who?
Lane and Sam, we fucking love y'all. The Custom Couple, go check out their podcast. And remember, if you download episodes of The Custom Couple, send me a message with a screenshot. That counts as an entry to Ventura.
Yeah.
And then be on the listen out, because it's not really the lookout.
Listen out.
Yeah,
Just
we'll say the listen out. Be on the listen out.
Be on the listen out.
Yeah,
Hashtag.
Friday night we will have Kenny and Sobriety Hicks from Hostage Customs / The Chopper Couple.
Cool.
Their brand new podcast.
Okay.
I know you don't listen to anybody's podcast.
Oh no, I don't listen to ours.
Well, I listen. What a fucking asshole!
I hate talk radio.
Damn, there went my voice.
Yeah.
I listened to their intro. It was good.
Was it?
They're gonna have a good time doing this.
Cool. Cool.
So they'll be here with us in the studio.
Really?
Hopefully the desk shows up tomorrow, because
Yeah.
otherwise we're gonna turn the mics on and they're gonna help us build it.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're gonna have a podcast with the Chopper Couple. Just
So they're
building.
coming here.
They're coming here.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nice.
They're just in Farmersville.
No, I knew that.
Yeah, so they're coming here.
Yeah. Well, if they told us to come out there, I'd probably just go, "Hey, we can do the Zoom thing."
Yeah,
No, I'm just fucking
That's
with you.
fucked off. 20-minute drive.
I'm just joking.
So anyway, go follow the Chopper Couple. No, the downloads don't count towards Ventura.
No.
Yes, I know that Lane and Sam are doing podcasts for everybody on the planet right now.
Yep.
Hussy Magazine, Speed and Culture, Rod and Style. They're doing all kinds of podcasts.
All kinds of shit.
But listen, I've gotten messages about this. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Oh.
No, the downloads of those other podcasts don't count.
Ooh.
Only the Custom Couple and the Hometown Hot Rodder podcast.
Right.
Those are the only ones that count. You cheating some bitches.
Damn.
And y'all know that I'm ADD, and if you send me a screenshot, I'm just going to go, okay, cool, and I'm going to enter you. And if I find out you're lying, I'm going to call you out.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of details to work out with something else that I have an idea of, but y'all are just going to have to wait on that one,
Yep.
because fuck, it's going to be big if we do it. Jimmy doesn't know anything about it, and it's funny. So anyway, you got anything else?
No, I don't.
All good?
Just tomorrow. I got to pick someone up from the airport, so we just can't be on forever.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
No, Saturday. I mean Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Well, they were going to be here probably 7:30ish or so.
Nice.
You said you had to pick somebody up at 11?
I think it's 10:30, 10 or 10:30.
We'll be done in plenty of time.
Yeah.
And you can always step off.
Yeah.
So
You can step off.
there will be 3 more of those badass microphones that Jimmy's talking on. They'll be here tomorrow.
Which ones?
Yeah, that one. That one. We're not giving them a shout out because
No.
they're not going to sponsor us because they don't speak English probably.
Well, I mean, they might.
You never know.
I mean, at 4 years old, I think they teach them that in China.
God damn. No, anyway, we're not going to.
Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, you've been listening to the Hometown Hot Rodder Podcast, episode 19.
I'm sorry.
Along with Zach and Dan of the Chopaholics. We're going to go ahead and just
excited.
we're going to check it out. They don't have a page yet. Shame on them.
It's okay.
Just kidding, Zach. You'll get it done. But anyway, keep listening and keep watching because we're going to do a lot with these dudes.
Yes.
So anyway, for now, keep it real, bitches.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Later, homies.
Later.
What's happening, everybody? Brian from the Hometown Hot Rodder Podcast here for Inky Blinders Tattoo Studio in gorgeous Venus, Texas. If you're looking for a professional custom tattoo experience by a shop that's Texas licensed, goes by Texas standards, and is definitely Texas proud, you need to look no further than Brick Lee and his staff at Inky Blinders. They do work by appointment only, so make sure you call ahead or shoot them an email. Their phone number is 682-221-8860. You can email them at inkyblindersvtx@gmail.com. The address to the shop, well, it's 116 West 2nd Street in Venus, Texas. When you call to set your appointment, be sure to let them know that you heard about them on the Hometown Hot Rodder Podcast and that Brian and Jimmy said, "What's up?" What's up, everybody? It's Brian from the Hometown Hot Rodder Podcast for Johnny Chop Customs. Let me explain how this works. You've been looking and looking and looking all over Marketplace, all over Craigslist, all over the newspapers because you live somewhere where they still have one. You might have even grabbed a copy of Auto Trader, but you finally found it. You finally found that cool pre-65 car that you've always wanted to get built. Now, you get it home, you order a whole bunch of parts for it because they look cool, but you didn't really think about how to make it function, how to make it run and drive. How in the hell am I going to make these parts work with the parts I still need to buy? Oh my God, I don't even know what direction I want to go with the car. Well, you're in luck because Johnny Chop Customs exists in beautiful Austin, Texas. So give them a shout at 512-629-8358 or shoot them an email, johnnychopcustoms@gmail.com. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram as Johnny Chop Customs. If it excites Johnny, it's going to excite you when it's finished. Anything 365, from simple customizations to full builds, Johnny Chop Customs can handle it, so give them a shout today. When you do, let them know that you heard about them on the Hometown Hot Rodder Podcast and that Brian and Jimmy said, "What up, bitches?"